Good afternoon from Julia at Flowerland Garden Centre. We're at that lovely stage in the season. It's May, when everybody's garden is just bursting into life with all these flowers. And just looking at our perennial beds here, all these ones just at the front of our perennial bed, literally, we think that if you just had this collection here running through your border, you would just have the perfect border with this lovely agastache and the salvia and the alchemilla, the yellow one, just about to burst into flower at the moment. In addition to getting some inspiration, just looking at all these gorgeous plants here wafting gently in the breeze here, I've just pulled together a collection of the kind of new and upcoming exciting plants that we have this season. Things that we couldn't really get hold of last year, but we're absolutely dying to show you this year. We've got our gorgeous Raymond Everson clematis again, and this time round I get to actually show you how beautiful Rebecca is. We've also got the lovely red nubia, but look at Rebecca, look at that lovely dark bar running through that flower just there. And loads of the clematis are in flower at the moment, so they're worth having a look at. And we just think this one is just amazing. It's blue ice, and you can actually just see that lovely translucent blue around the edge of the petals on this very large and sumptuous white variety. We go crazy this time of the year regarding geums. We've just got about every single geum you could have, but the ones that we're particularly trading on at the moment, this one here, Tempo Yellow, because we love the yellow mixed with that lovely pink running through the stem of this plant. And this one also is just absolutely to die for. Pink petticoats, and you can see those lovely antique shades of pink and peach. For your woodland garden, we simply love this one, the Aquilegia Ruby Port. It's just in bud at the moment, but when that breaks out, you will get that lovely claret large Aquilegia flower, which will look amazing in your shade garden. This is something absolutely new for us this year. It's a gorgeous evergreen, Carpenteria californica. This particular one has very large 5-centimeter flowers, and the fragrance is absolutely stunning. And of course, with all that evergreen foliage throughout the winter, it'll make a great statement as a lovely piece for your garden all year round. Peonies we can never get enough of, but this is the one I think that's stealing the show for us this season. It's Black Beauty, and you have that lovely dark foliage and that beautiful dark maroon flower. The one that we always struggle to get hold of, fortunately we've managed to get this year, but it's one I would never be without in my garden. It's Peony Duchess de Nemours, and it's got the most beautiful double white flower. Huge plant, highly scented, grows to about there, and it's just a mass in your garden if you can grab hold of it. Salvias, we've got this lovely one here, Noctivlinder, with those lovely purple flowers, and there's a new one which we're growing on the nursery this year, well, new to us on the nursery, that is, Salvia Radio Red. It's a bit like Hot Lips, but it's got that lovely, more intense red to the flower. And some of the other exciting things that are coming through on the nursery, I'll just show you. For the first year ever, we're actually growing the catmint Nepeta Prussian Blue. But Prussian Blue has got that lovely tinge of blue running through the new foliage, and your typical Nepeta blue soft flowers. It's absolutely gorgeous variety. We've also grown this for the first time on the nursery. It's the Astromeria Indian Summer. It's a very popular variety because the leaves are a lovely dark intense colour set off against that lovely orange and red and yellow flower. This particular one grows very tall, probably to about that height, so it's necessary to stake it. And finally, just for another little bit of inspiration for your garden, we're always looking elsewhere to where we can actually get some ideas. And last year on holiday, I had the great fortune of visiting RHS Rosemore, which is down near Cornwall. And when we went to Rosemore, we loved the cool garden at Rosemore. So if you home in on these colours here, the cool garden is a mixture of these lovely palest of yellow colours with the softest of blues. And the perennial that underplanned the cool garden scheme at Rosemore is this lovely penstemon here, Alice Hindley, that is infused throughout all the borders at Rosemore. They use some lovely grasses in Rosemore, like this one here. Actually, they have used this one, the Miscanthus Morning Light. And that's that lovely white stripe running through this lovely tall fountain grass. Grows about kind of maybe 2 foot tall. It's a very tall grass. And then you've got a lovely evergreen one like this one here, the Libertia grandiflora. This one is actually a real Chelsea flower show favourite. If you're going to Chelsea in 2 weeks' time, you'll see it in all the gardens, because this time of the year it comes up with tall spikes of beautiful white flowers. And to mix in with that, we've got this lovely Viola Etienne, and the fragrance is fantastic. It's another one that we actually grow on our nursery. And you could also use these other lovely perennials to get that lovely soft blue Polemonium Stairway to Heaven with that gorgeous foliage. And this beautiful scented phlox blue boy, just to give that fragrance and to give that lovely blue, soft blue colour running through all of these gorgeous colours here. We also have a really quite sweet anemone we don't normally get hold of, but this one is anemone melinica, and again you can see it's just got these softest of soft, lovely pale yellow colours running through it. And of course, delphiniums, they look gorgeous for the tall spires. This one here we've grown in the nursery, it's Aurora Lavender. That's a beautiful colour. And finally, our favourite, David Austin. Running through the whole cool garden at Rosemore, they've used David Austin's Vanessa Bell because it's got that loveliest of pale yellow shades. It's just glorious. For ground cover at the front of the border at RHS Rosemore, they've used the Stachys lanata, and it's got that lovely lamb's ear soft effect, and it's beautiful. They've used that just at the edge of all the borders. And if you're down in Cornwall, it's definitely worth going to Rosemore. And in addition to actually getting inspiration for your borders, they have the most amazing fruit garden. Absolutely stunning.